And here we go. So, hello. My name is Mordred Viking. I'd like to welcome you to this another random stream. I'm going to continue playing Pillars of Eternity because I rather enjoy it. So, what did we do in the last session? Well, basically, we went through a number of the outdoor regions here on the way to Cardnua. We went to the Eastern Wood, cleared that out. We went to Magran's Fork, cleared that out. Ansling's Compass, cleared that out. And we are now over in the Black Meadow, which is kind of the last stop before Cardnua, I believe. We are just stalking across the top here. We just had a rather difficult fight against some tree ent type entities. And yes, we did manage to defeat them. So I think that's basically where we are at the moment. I just realized my chat's not up. There we go. Now I have that. Let's get back into the game. All right, let's go.
All right then.
We did finish looting that. Yes, we did. All right then. We are a little bit low on health. We've got two forest trolls over there, so let's turn away from them slightly. Let's have you ranged.
What?
Maximum shootiness.
Yes.
Any spells left? We have a couple, but not many. We can still hit him with our per encounter spells, though. Let's see. You can do so. Yeah, basically we're just going to be pounding, and then we'll exit the combat after this fight. Regain our per encounter items.
Hey.
Which is now.
Hey.
And then go up to the next one, actually. May as well loot while we're here.
I'll let Margaret.
How may
Once again, we basically just blasted.
I'm here.
With much blastiness. That is all the blastiness gone. So we are just going to pound. Trolls are rather tough. It doesn't look like we need to hit them with fire to kill them. They seem to be regardless. These guys can't even hit me. They've done no damage whatsoever. I doubt that's because of my expert generalship. I think it's more likely just Edda becoming a bit better. Another forest troll. Know what to do.
How may I help? Yes?
That's it.
Just don't use that. Use that. Okay. Just kind of grinding our way through these. We're doing pretty good damage with this stuff. Ahead of that time, ahead of regenerate, so.
What? Let's burn this away.
Huzzah! What did Edda heal up 24 for? I saw that. Oh, did you use second wind? You may have. Okay, let's make sure that it gets looted.
Hey.
Marvelous. And then onwards! Onwards! Looks like a dragon corpse. Oh, see you down there. Just making sure I uncover everything. Okay, let's go kill that troll. Open fire!
These ones are in for a walloping.
Big Scottish accent. Go, another frost roll down. Marvellous. We are grinding our way through these fairly successfully. How much of the map have we seen? About half. Let's wander along the road, see what we come across. We will need to rest at some point, but this will be our last resting point. So maybe we want to try and save that for as long as possible. There's another dragon corpse, maybe a wyvern. It might have a spike on the tail, which would indicate a wyvern. Oh! Okay, it's just a seeing thing. Apparently someone was tortured here. The bones feel as hard as stone, yet surprisingly light. Ah, wait.
That's it!
Alright, that's a lot. At which point, Durant, this is when you shine, buddy. I'm going to get you to hit them with a Holy Radiance, which will be an AoE. Meanwhile, let's drop a couple of our nukes. Oh, they really didn't last very long. Alright, let's see what you have got. Ah, Fulvano's boots. We saw the note about him. Wooden clothing. I think we want to give that to you. The rest we can just take. The boots. The boots, the boots, the boots. +1 constitution. I think... I was going to give them to Edda, but I think I'm actually going to give them to Durance. Now, I wonder... Are there such things as set items in this game? So, for example, if we gave Fulvano's amulet and the gloves to one person, would that be of any benefit? Let's see if this shirt looks any better. Yeah, it's more magic-y rather than that. I think it's the same quality, no DR, 0% recovery speed. Oh, of course, you are using Alos leather armor. So you are more tanky than Mordred, actually. Interesting.
Hey.
But Mordred casts way more quickly, which is why he's very good at just kind of blasting stuff. So Aloth would be more effective as like a buffer, debuffer, while Mordred's just pure damage. Particularly against single targets. So you don't really have anyone that's AoE. Okay, let's drop one of those, and drop one of those, and wait just a minute and then hit that. Lovely jubbly. We deal with Wicts really quite easily at the moment. Maybe it's because we're slightly higher level.
Alright then.
They would perhaps expect. Is that wound binding? Once per rest. Yeah, you're looking a bit worse for wear with that little...
What?
There we go. And now we can make you go on for a bit longer. Marvellous. Now this looks to be the cart that was overturned. Bristles with crossbow bolts, bloodstains darken the cracked wooden slats. Right, so we do actually need to go back to the village, Gilded Vale.
I shall be discreet.
Because we can hand in
Something over there.
the lost items. Ooh. Summer Flame. We'll make sure that Mordred gets that, and everything else will just go to all of us. And let's see what this guy has on him. Fine warbow.
Alright then.
Spare bedroll is laid out in this tent, but there's no other sign of kith.
Leave it to me.
Hey.
No, you did see them. Good. Let's drop some bombs.
That's it.
Drop another, which hits all three. Doubt that you can hit all three. No. Oh, yes, you can. There we go. Nice. And that spiderling shouldn't last very long either. Marvellous. So another body with a bit of armour. How good was that bow? Fine warbow, +4 accuracy, +15% damage. versus this, which is exactly the same, 24 to 35. If you have that equipped right now. So the bow's average speed versus the fine crossbow's slow. Same range. Fine crossbow has a strong interrupt, which I think just means that they can't do certain actions for that amount of time. And it also does significantly more damage. Both of them are fine. I'm gonna stick that. Actually, is there any reason that you couldn't use a bow? Except for the fact that it's slow. What about you? I think everyone can use everything, can't they? That would be a dexterity thing. Don't actually know how the two-hit is calculated. Accuracy 35. 35 is the same thing. I'll try you out with a bow for a while. I'll give you a bit longer range. Is there nothing to hit here? Nope. Really? Nothing? Yes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get back. You, come forwards.
Hey.
Now the reason I didn't want to give the bow away to Durance, oh crap, he used the wrong weapon, is because I want him to be able to react more quickly. The bow is slower than the thingy-majiggy. And I want to make sure that he can react with heals and the like. So you can already see Aloth hitting far more slowly right now because he's using
Let's have it out!
See the bar goes down a lot slower than say Mordred does. It's not too bad though.
Hey.
I was actually, the other thing I was thinking about is what if we gave Durance a sword and board? It reduces his accuracy, but I'm not really expecting him to do much damage. And it massively increases the deflection. So you know what? Let's grab a shield. 12 deflection, 12 deflection. And a one-hander. Whatever is effective. Do we have a second saber? We do. We'll give these to Durance instead of his staff. Which we could then give to one of the others. For example, Mordred. So he has a backup melee weapon. Now Durance is going to use sword and board, which makes him rather tougher. Yeah, his defense goes up to 42. I mean, Edda's is 63, so his is very high. Maybe I do just want to give you heavier armor.
Hey.
More deflection armor, rather. So, Cadnua is now available, but we're going to go back to Gilded Vale in order to complete that mission, and then we'll head to Cadnua. And we'll stay in the tavern as well, because I think we can get that cheaply. Alright, where was the blacksmith? That's right there, nice and easy. Let's go and deal with that. Dexterity affects the action speed of characters and their reflex defense. It may also be used in conversations and scripted interactions. Alright, let's have a word with you, shall we? Ah, you're back. Anything I can help you with? Hand over the crate. I found that shipment you were waiting on. Tautanu reaches out to take the crate, raising its efforts... No. Terrible for the first reading of the session. Tautanu reaches out to take the crate, raising it effortlessly on the counter. His face splits into a broad smile. Why, so you have. This is excellent news. We can finally get back to work and show you real black hammer quality. None of these flimsy little swords. Here, I'll give you a taste. He ducks behind the counter and rises with a heavy wooden shield in hand. Might not be up to the way of the materials to work with, but it's still Black Hammer craftsmanship. You go on and take that. And here, some coin for your troubles too. Did you find anyone with the wagon? Bandits overtook the wagon. I doubt your people survived. Town Tartu shakes his head, running a hand over his bald pate. Poor fools. Always told them they ought to hire some guards instead of palming the extra coin. I'll have to hire on more hands. Don't suppose you want to settle in Gilded Vale. Try some delivery work. He smiles thinly. You have my thanks for your assistance, friend. Give me some time to work the forge, and you have the pick of the run of the next weapons.
Hello.
Always good to see a friendly face. I hope the Vale is doing kindly by you. We've made some good use of the supplies you brought us. What, in the 5 seconds I've given you? Okay. Some of my best work. You ever want to see our special sock? You just say the word. Oh, of course. I'm sure you'll find something to your liking. Ooh, you've actually got some magic items now. Oh yeah, your quality stuff's actually gone up quite a lot. Armor. That's what I was looking for. We have 1,800. Ooh, fine robe. Definitely do with that. Though it's 1,500. Probably not quite worth that much. But certainly worth something. Now, do we have any more duplicates? Shall we? Yes, we do. One of those, one of those, one of those. 2 of those. Whoops, not you. 1 of those. And that's it. Alright, so Jenna's Lance, what does it do? 1.8 weapon reach, +1 constitution, 20% of grazers converted into hit, so it's better at hitting stuff. Hold wall, more damage, +20% attack speed. It's still very slow though. Stiletto, 3DR bypass, that's quite nice. That means that you bypass some of the damage resistance that the enemies have, which is pretty cool. Fine rapier, fine saber. I think it probably will be the armor that we want. Speaking of which, where'd that shield go? Ah, the larder door. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is actually really, really good. What does bash do? Target 8 to 12 crush damage. Okay. The shield appears to have once quite literally comprised the front of a larder. It still has the pull ring and metal crossbands reinforcing its surface, giving it considerable heft when swung at an opponent. Despite its humble origins, the nicks and gouges on the shield's surface suggest it's been in more than a few battles in its time and proved a sturdy defense, though it leaves the harrowing prospect that there may be a larder somewhere, lying undefended. Outworn buckler. +5 to all defenses and aura. Interesting. Only 8 deflection though. See, I was thinking of picking up a large shield, 16 and 8. Is that what you are using currently? Let's trade those items and have a look. You are currently using a large shield. So I'll probably give the large shield to Durance. You can take on the extra deflection. I'll quite possibly get Durance some better armor as well. I mean, we want to get him the heaviest armor with the lowest speed. Not even highest DR, we probably just want the highest deflection, although this doesn't seem to give any. And the Saint's War was armor was actually quite nice, because it makes him basically just get back up. What armor are you using? Mail, which is DR 945.
How do you do?
What were the options? I'm not going to splash out on the fine stuff. I don't think it's really worthwhile. Breastplate, DR 8, -40. So that would be the next level up. Brigandine 10, nope, that would actually be the next, -50 though. Scale, 7. So yes, I think I'm going to get Brigandine for you. And then basically leave it as such, so we can sell that. Or could we? Ooh, Ring of Deflection, +5 deflection. You know what? I would not mind that. No, we can't afford it now. Blunting Belt, +5 damage reduction on pierce and slash. Capable withdrawal, +15 defense when in disengaging. That would be quite nice for the wizards. Or Durance, for that matter, if he's getting banged about. Bronze Horn Figurine. That costs rather a lot of money. It summons an Animat. Whatever an Animat is. And then there are a number of tools that we could pick up as well, including the rope and grappling hook, which we didn't have previously, and a pry bar. I think I will buy both of those. Everything else we already have. Okay. So you can put that on. For slightly heavier armor. You can have the big shield as well. So your defense is now up to 63. Yours is at 46. DR of 7, DR of 11. Yeah, so you're my main frontline fighter. I'll kind of keep you slightly further back. And then these two are basically not meant to get into the fight. Mordred's got more health, but Aloth's got more armor. I'm still undecided as to whether I want you using the wand or the bow. The wand is faster, the bow has longer range, and it does quite considerably more damage. I think I'm still going to use the wand. The bow is nice, but it's not really for you.
Hey.
Alright, that will do. Hey, Garja. Yeah, I got the Brigandine for the tank. How do you mean round you 2 for 2? And everyone has damage of some description. What's that? Juddering. So I think we'll go to the inn and rest. Were there any other quests that I had here? Not sure. Cardnua, those are all completed. Travel, travel, travel. Oh, and I must speak to Alpha as well. Right. And she's up here. Let's go and do that first. We have to go and lie to her. So yes, this is going to help you. Probably. Villages.
How may I help?
Not sure what damage type is. Damage is Pierce Crush on wands. And it's Slash on these guys. Because they're both using sabers. The bow would be Pierce. I mean, I'm still in kind of two minds as to whether I want Durance in the front line or not. He's a cleric, he's not a fighter, technically. I mean, I kind of want him closer to the front, but I don't want him on the front. But I also want to give him more defenses for when he does get engaged, which is why I'm giving him the sword and board rather than the quarterstaff.
Hey.
Because he was just taking way too many hits with the quarterstaff.
Good day to you.
You were some time away. I worried you wouldn't return. Is that it? Have you brought it? What did Runga say? Yes, I have. Here it is. You really did it. Oh, bless you, bless you. I don't know what I could have done without you. Now my baby will be safe. I can't thank you enough. Glad to be of assistance. Here, take this. You can keep what remains of Runga's payment, too. Thank you again. I'll take this before I settle into bed. Perhaps I'll finally rest easy. Cool. Yeah, I can't really do high-pitched voices. I could try. That's more of a Nomi voice than a actual female. I think the female voice is slightly better than my American accent, though. Well, I thought for the stuff that isn't voice acted, I'm commentating anyway, so I might as well try to voice act it, surely. I mean, why not? Plus, I've been watching a lot of Critical Role, which is done by voice actors, and I thought, you know what, I'll give that a go. Never going to be as good as them because they're kind of the pros, but still.
Gods keep you.
The innkeeper smiles brightly at you. Hello again, come to rest your feet for a while. I'd like a room, please. Oh, of course, these increase your stats. I'd forgotten about that, but only for 1 day, I believe. Resolve is concentration, perception, mechanics is scouty stuff. I'm going to take the labourer's rest. I think this is the first time we've stayed in an inn. Alright, let's go. And of course the benefit of staying in the inn doesn't use supplies like it was trying to tell me there on the right. Oh, the right, that right. No, that right. Oh, the bonuses last for a long time and affect the whole party. Plus, having rested got rid of all the negative debuffs, of which Durance had 3, I think. Because he went down in one fight, then I gave him the better armour, and that armour brings him back from death, well, brings him back from unconsciousness, which is why it's quite nice to have in a cleric. Yeah, I do rather like the music in this game, and I know for sure that it is not copyrighted, which is why I'm okay using it, but usually I wouldn't do music at all.
Alright then.
It's just too much of a headache. I was actually talking to another YouTuber, Aldrihill, who was saying that he's constantly fighting copyright claims. I haven't had a single one on my channel. That's YouTube, obviously, not Twitch, but still. Alright, let's go to Cardnua, because I think that we did everything else. Yes, I believe so. Go! Taking a whole day, though. Oh, I could probably have checked, actually, how long the thingy-majiggy lasted. Oh well. Equipping a shield increases deflection. Larger shields can negatively impact a character's accuracy. Well, they're on the front line. They're not really there to do damage. They're there to survive. Kana! Another really cool character. And a reminder that guns are in this game. Just off the side of the path into Cardnua stands an imposing figure. A tall, thick-set Ornorma, or Morna, should find out how you pronounce that. Clad in worn armour and peering at the outer walls of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal, and it works feverishly at taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. More than once he has to reach up to prevent his colourful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. What are you doing over there? The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits into a wide and very toothy grin. He waves a parchment in greeting. Oh gosh, how does this guy talk? I don't know. Killing time, if I'm honest. I've already walked on the perimeter twice. There are names scratched upon the bricks just there. Workers and mason, I expect, carving a little immortality for themselves. He looks at the wall again, expression fond. It's a fine keep, Cardnua. 2 centuries to its name, and abandoned for nearly as long.
But the truly interesting part is in there, and I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Merwald, but it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests.
My voice wasn't that bad. Needs to be slightly posher, perhaps. Yeah, so I came here looking for Merwald as well.
Oh, truly? Then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together, I'm sure we could manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Merwald.
Who's Barak? Probably going to turn you guys off from that, but...
I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of the Rauatai, but we possess only a fragment of it. A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I uncovered evidence that leads me to believe the original lies just there, beneath the keep.
Let's go meet Melwold then. Actually, no, we'll talk to you a bit more. Why would this Tanvi Oratora be here in Deerwood? Precisely, that is the very question. He laughs. It is a long and twisting tale, my friend. As all good chance should be. I can tell you more, if you wish it, in time. Then we must find it.
Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for. I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I pay them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know.
What are a few assassins between friends?
I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
And yeah, I really want to play Tyranny, but I need to finish this first. I mean, that's why I'm playing it now. Awesome,
Hey.
so we have a bard. I might even
Following
put a
your
bard in
lead.
the front line.
What? Sorry. I was thinking up a song. What rhymes with Watcher?
That's a good question. What does rhyme with Watcher? Dodger. Well, it kind of depends on how you enunciate Watcher. I mean, I kind of do the more London Watcher. I guess it could be Watcher. Right, so what are you good at doing other than shooting stuff? Fine S-stock. I always think that S-stock should be daggers. Has DR reduction. Yeah, S-stocks are like really huge pointy things. I always think S-stocks are little daggers. They're still for stabbing, like stilettos, but certainly not two-hander. I don't know what you would call a two-handed pointy thing. A spear? Right, so the real question was, you have relatively decent damage reduction and you have relatively decent defense. Yeah, you have better damage reduction than he does. That's because you're probably in heavier armor. Oh yeah, you're in Brigandine. I think chants don't require a reaction time. So I think that's just fine if you stay in Brigandine. Cool. Then the next question is, I need to have a look at your chants. So chants are interesting. They've basically taken bards and made them way more interesting. In basically, you can create their bardic song, which goes round and round and round. And then the more of their chant that they sing, the more powerful their ending phrase can be. And that is basically what the spells here are. They have to have finished a certain number of phrases before they can cast it. So for example, the "And hell hath crashed upon the shield," they need to have sung 3 phrases, and the phrases are these things. So first of all, he's going to start with, "At the sight of their comrades, their hearts grew bold," which gives us bonuses to fortitude and will, and then increases the movement rate and reflex of all allies in the area of effect. I think I'd actually like those to be the other way around. So we'll start with that one. Then this is when he's singing it, and then this is when the thing still has effect. This reduced. Oh, that's an AoE endurance reduction for an enemy. So I think we're going to stick that one in B. I'm just going to keep on singing that one over and over. So this is when he's in melee and actually fighting people, and then this is the kind of standing back and buffing. You'll just do those two interchangeably. I think that'll be fine. I, a weary watcher, posher than I, but a Viking am I, and thusly I raid your mama's longship. Boy! Aye! Boom. Now, is there a way of making these things last longer? I assume it's going to be to do with level? Wish to remove a frame, right click on, yeah, that's fine, I've got all of that. Duration 3.6 seconds, lingers 2.5 seconds. Oh, it does have a... What increases the duration? Let's have a look at your stats and see if we can find out that way. Might. Both damage and healing as well as fortitude. No, it's not might. Constitution. Health and stamina. Health endurance contributes to fortitude, dexterity, sleight of hand and fast reactions, action speed. No, it's not that. I'm going to guess it's going to be resolve. Oh, perception. Hang on. What? Oh, it's because you have an aura, which he's singing. Right. Perception, used to catch someone in a lie, observant comment, notice something in the background, accuracy, reflex, bonus to interrupt. So perception's if you actually want someone to do damage. And intellect, here we go. Durations and areas of effect. So the higher his intelligence, the longer spells will last. I wonder if that counts as an area. Because Aloth has got armor, which increases area of effect. That's not armor. Come on, that is. So I wonder if this affects the song. You've basically just described my party. One super strong, overpowered mage that gets killed in one shot. Yeah, that is Mordred. And a super tanky dude who's very small damage and 4 healers to heal the tank constantly. Yeah, I don't have the 4 healers, but... Mordred. No armor, just hit points, no defenses of any kind except magical ones. But he hits like a tank, because he's got really high might. He's a very strong mage. He's like, Urgh! I'm going to try it. So,
Following your lead.
Chant.
It's good to be on the road again.
That's not what
A
I meant.
wanderlust is nothing rare in the people of Riiiight, but often I think myself...
I didn't mean to talk to you just yet. Sorry,
Yes?
buddy. I meant to press that. And then that. Nope, that cancelled it. Damn it. Let's just use these. Right, duration 3.6, linger 2.8. 3.6, 2.8. .6, 2.8. No, it did not change it. So things that change area of effect does not change that. It would only be the intellect. Good to know. Oh yeah, Mordred has a bunch of scrolls that I could be using. Ooh, that is a massive AoE. I'll have that as my kind of... Ah, everything's going badly, nuke.